So if you watch my first things to do on the Pixel 7 video, I mentioned my favorite screen protectors there. Well, this is them, the WhiteStone domes from Korea. And if you want to go all in with WhiteStone Dome, you can get the Dome Life cases too, which are pretty awesome. Stick around to the end and I'll show you the ones that I have here. So there are two options for the 7 and 7 Pro. There's the new UV Gen film, which offers scratch resistance. And if you get it right, it's an invisible finish and it uses special gel, which can only be cured properly using UV light. And then there's the premium one, which is my go-to. This one's more robust. It's a stronger 9H glass version. Installing these professionally takes a little bit more skill, so watch carefully because I'm only going to show you this once. Okay, let's start with the UV Gen film. It is a pack of 2 and it costs around £20 here in the UK or $20 in the States. And now, do you want to see a magic trick? Here's everything that's in the box. Okay, so to cure the UV film, you will need a UV light, which is in the box. You will need your own cable and power supply though, and a power bank is ideal for this, but you could use a plug. Now always start with the alcohol wipe to clean the screen, and then use the microfiber cloth to clean off any smudges. Then use a dust sticker to remove any dust particles that might have floated onto the screen after you just cleaned it. And keep the sticker handy because you might need it again later. Then all you need to do is grab this black bar. It has a USB-C shaped pin on the end and you plug this into the phone like you would a charger. Next, grab this foam strip and it actually has an adhesive strip on the back of it to fix it to your desk. The idea is that this acts as a bumper so your phone doesn't slide around on your table. Okay, next you get the UV Gen film out of the packet, and the instructions and a QR code to an install video are on the packet, but you don't need to watch that because you're watching this. Okay, now the black bar that we plugged in has 2 pins to line up the screen protector. At this point, don't worry about bubbles. All should become clear very shortly. Once you're happy with the alignment, just make sure the selfie camera's perfectly centered. You can go to the next step, and that is lift up the bottom edge halfway. And then use the squeegee to slowly roll the screen protector on to the phone, and then repeat this for the top side. Spend some time here, make sure there's no bubbles, and then use your thumb to wrap the edges over nicely. And you'll see at this point it's pretty much perfect. And now all there's left to do is peel off the top protective layer and then use the UV light, and those UV light rays will secure it on properly. And that's it, it's done. And I do recommend you spend more time than I did when I was making this video to make sure it was perfect. In the back of my mind, I knew I was gonna have to peel it off straight away to do this next one. That's why there's a tiny little visible bubble at the top of the screen. So this one's the next level. This is the premium screen protector. I've been using these for 4 years now. And you can even watch my video from 4 years ago. It's pretty hilarious if you find it. Anyway, this one's way more advanced, but it's also way better in my opinion, especially in the long run. So the first thing you do here is mask all sides of your device. Make sure there's no ports or holes visible that the glue could get into. And then you fit it into what WhiteStone Dome call the seesaw cradle, and you'll see why it's called that in a moment. Once it's in place, fit the absorption strips down each side. Clean the screen exactly how we did with the other version. Now this step is very important. In fact, it's probably the most important. Using the provided masking piece, mask the speaker grill carefully, and the plastic cutout in the seesaw cradle will help you guide it into place. And just make sure it's sealed down, and then once you've done that, you can lock it in place even further with this piece of Lego. It's not actually Lego, but it looks like Lego. And just make sure you get this piece the right way round, as you see here in this video. You don't want it overlapping the screen. Once you've done that, insert the provided pin through the Lego piece, fix the bridge onto the seesaw cradle, then release the pink side of the glue bottle and screw that into the bridge. Then all you need to do is unscrew the other side to release the glue and then wait for 30 seconds. You might be tempted to wait even longer, but don't do it because that increases the chance of a dust particle getting into that glue. Trust me, I know from experience. Once you've done this, peel the back off the glass and rest it on the pin, and then use the seesaw cradle, and this is why it's called the seesaw cradle, because you can tilt it carefully to roll that glue into the center. Once it reaches the center, pull the pin and the glue will evenly spread out edge to edge. Once it's filled out, now you blast the top, middle and bottom with the UV rays and then pop it out of the seesaw cradle, peel off all of the masking strips and then hit it with 60 seconds top, middle and bottom once again. And that's it, it's pretty much done. Honestly, screen protectors don't get much better than this. And check this out, I didn't even have to re-register my fingerprints all of my fingerprints work exactly how they did when there was no screen protector. So hopefully now you see why these are my go-to screen protectors. I believe this premium one is the most advanced one that you can get, and when done correctly, you won't even know it's there. Okay, now the Dome Life cases that I mentioned at the beginning, this one's the ring case. It's rugged, it looks cool, but of course the star of the show here is that ring functionality. It'll help you really secure the phone in your hand. And of course that ring doubles up as the perfect kickstand for the phone. It really is a great case. And if you're watching this video early enough, there's a good chance you're gonna get this at a sale price of just $14. The original price was like $45 or something like that. Okay, here's a more minimal TPU case. This one's just $10 at the time of this video. It's thin, it gives the back of the phone that impact durability that you need, and it's kind of got this carbon fiber brushed metal look to it, which is pretty cool. So if you chuck one of these on your phone with the screen protector, you've got a full dome on your phone, a WhiteStone dome. So the premium one is of course my favorite screen protector, and the film is also very good, but it won't protect the screen from glass shattering blows like the premium one will. And if you guys didn't see my first things to do on a Google Pixel 7 video, that's on screen right now. And I also did a similar tips and tricks video for the Google Pixel Watch. That's also on screen right now. Go check one of those out, and if you do, I'll see you in the next one. So don't be late.